Hey guys, and welcome back to the All Gen Gamers podcast. This is episode 128, and we are recording on Tuesday, January 15th. I'm one of your hosts, Jason Heine from the Emulator Review. We're always joined by all of our good friends, especially Mr. Gamester81. You first, sir. Welcome back.
Hey, it's good to be back, guys. Missed you guys for sure.
Yeah, missed you too. Glad that you're able to get on, and surgery went well, and everything's good there for you.
Yeah, it went well. Yeah.
And also joined by Mr. Pete Dorr. Pete, how you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good.
And Sir Metal Jesus Rocks. What's up, Jason?
Not much, man. Although I have to mention seeing John's X-ray. That thing looks. How many bolts do you have in you now?
Nine bolts and a big metal plate. So I guess briefly I'll explain kind of what happened, because I don't know. I think I might have briefly mentioned it to you guys, but taking down Christmas lights, and I was about 15 feet up on my ladder, and it retracted and I fell right on top of the ladder.
Oh my god!
So my my elbow hit the beam of the ladder falling down. Okay. So first I was my wife was with me, and at first I felt fine, and in shock, and started moving my elbow. I heard a crunch.
Oh gosh, you're making me cringe over here.
I know. That's not good. So I went to the urgent care, and we weren't really sure what happened. They took an X-ray, and the guy's like, "Yeah, you gotta get to the emergency room." So we ended up going to the emergency room, and it was about a good 9 to 10 days before I had surgery done, which is crazy. So I was in a sling for that time, and was able to go to. It was a good thing. I ended up going to MagFest, which I can talk about a little bit later. But that was a good experience. But yeah, so I had surgery, and it was in the hospital for 3 days. So recovering.
Man, yeah, we saw that picture. It's incredible looking. I cannot believe that's in there. I just hope that it heals good and you get movement back.
Yeah,
and now you go through therapy, right, to get movement back?
So unfortunately my wife's a physical therapist, so I'm fortunate in that regard, so she can help me out and getting better. But yeah, they had me on morphine, and they had me on all the strongest painkillers, and I was still in pain.
Oh my god.
That's how, and it's just so it was bad. And it was funny because it was I think when you guys recorded last Wednesday, I was in the hospital, and I was on my phone. I'm still on morphine. I'm I gotta swing by the live chat and say hi. So I dropped in on my phone. I couldn't even hear you guys, honestly, through my phone. But I said, I'm okay. The guys know I'm okay. And I just kind of bounced out because I was kind of in La La Land. But yeah, it was good to be back for sure.
Well, in loving tribute to you, we did a little segment on physics in video games.
Oh, nice.
We did. Our favorite physics games.
That's hilarious. No, yeah, playing Mortal Kombat for sure. I definitely compete, those X-ray, and then Mortal Kombat when they had the zoom in X-ray and they break the ribs or fracture the. Man, I can totally relate to that.
Yeah, you can just look over at the player next to you, John, and pause the game and just be like, I know what that feels like. It hurts like hell.
Didn't feel good. Feel good. For sure.
Well, we're glad you're back. Glad that you're...
Yeah, good to be back. Absolutely.
And this week, folks, we are joined by everyone's favorite gamer girl. It's Phantom Jest.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to the show.
It's great to be back.
And so you've been very popular in the community for a while, doing live streams, and you're always supporting other streams, and you're everywhere. So why don't you go ahead and plug your Twitters or your streamers or whatever you like there, and let people know, because you do some great playthroughs and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. Right now I'm streaming games through my PC on Twitch TV. I'm not sure what the exact address is. I think it's www.twitch.tv/PhantomJest. I just finished doing a full playthrough of Doom BFG edition. Not for the faint of heart, by the way.
Because the first half of the game is corridors, right?
It was all bad.
All bad.
None of it's good.
No, that's the remake, right? Is that what that is?
It is. It's the easier version because you can have, I think, both the flashlight and the gun out.
Yeah, no, that's what changed amongst some other things, of course. But the addition to have the flashlight out at the same time as the gun, right? I think that's right. Mm-hmm. Right on. Well, it's great to have you. She's actually here in Arizona. She's here at the Heine house, and came down for a little vacation, and we did some game hopping today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, which was a blast. John actually was like, "Hey, you guys want to hit up Bookman's?" We're like, "Oh hell yes!" See,
you guys find anything good?
Yeah, well, we went to the one in Phoenix yesterday, which is further from us, and we found some gems up there. And then we went to the Bookman's here in Mesa with John. We met up, and Yeah, actually, you both cleaned up pretty good. I only found a few gems, but a little bit. What did you, just briefly there, what'd you get, Steph? Did you get some?
One of the major things I got was a Sega Genesis 3, like the third version.
Oh, the little mini one.
Yeah. I picked up a handful of games. Well, a lot more than a handful.
I'm just going to say she has 2 big bags beside her chair.
I know.
She almost went to, go ahead, grab them. She's all kinds of stuff.
I don't want to go through the whole list.
No, there's a few. That's good stuff. I found from my collection, I found the gem of all gems. Actually, Steph found it and brought it to my attention. It's called Hooters Racing.
What? That has to be a PC game.
You know how I like my racers.
and your Hooters. So
And my Hooters. So Hooters Racing, folks.
Do you have to climb big mountains in that game? Or?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Gamester 81 is back. Great to have him back. It's absolutely the worst game, I think, in my collection. But it's such a novelty. You work so hard to race a horrible, shitty game to get a 3-second cutscene of a Hooters girl going, "Hey, welcome to San Antonio." That's it.
Now, are Hooters girls racing? Or are you racing to a Hooters restaurant? I mean, how does this work?
It's not even.
It just has girls in it.
I think you're supposed to be going to like areas that have Hooters restaurants, but essentially it's kind of like put in as an afterthought, it seems. Yeah.
The racing has nothing to do with Hooters at all. But yeah, great game. So check that out.
Interesting.
It was rated as one of the worst games ever released. Not for
Really?
a certain console, in general.
Wow.
It's on PS1. Yeah, good stuff.
Well, I'll go. What I picked up real quick. I got Clean House, like Jason mentioned. I picked up a game called Jupiter Strike for the PS1. It's a long box. Have you guys heard of this game before? It's a shooter.
Yeah, it's got an airplane on the front, right? Or like a fighter jet or something?
Yeah, it's like a fire jet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks kind of interesting. I picked up Scooby Doo Unmasked for the Xbox. Gotta love the Scooby Doo.
Love Scooby Doo.
All right. I didn't have this game before. I'm surprised. Star Wars Jedi Outcast for Xbox.
Oh,
Jedi
yeah.
Knight 2.
Classic.
Great game, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. Paid $15 for that. Which isn't too bad, I guess. Let's see what else. we
Here,
got
his
here.
bag too, folks.
Yeah.
Got one too.
Okay, so big shout out to Stephanie for hooking me up with this. Got this at Bookman's, or not Bookman's, but where were we afterwards?
Goodwill, right next
Goodwill,
door.
thank you. LucasArts Xbox Experience. Have you guys heard of this? It's like a sampler disc for the Xbox. Paid $3 for it. It's got demos of Gladius, Armed and Dangerous, Wrath Unleashed. It's got trailers for Secret Weapon Over Normandy, Star Wars Republic Commando, which is a great game. Nice Old Republic.
Great shooter there.
Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy. So yeah, so that's cool. Never seen that before though. So Star Wars: The Clone Wars Republic Heroes for the original Xbox 360. Let's see what else. Activision Anthology for the PS2.
Oh, you did pick that up.
$6. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
And Defender for the GameCube by Midway.
Oh, okay. I remember that. Remember that game.
Do you?
Yeah. It's okay. It's a sort of a reboot of the Defender series.
Right.
It's nothing like the original, but it's not bad.
I paid. Let's see what I got. I paid $6 for it, so not bad. Asteroids by Activision for the PS1, which is like a remake of the original Asteroids. Looks like $6. And this game I had no idea even came out for the original PS1, but Spot Goes to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Spot.
I've never
Cool
played
Spot.
Cool spot.
Isn't that the one? It's sort of like an isometric
Right.
platformer. Yeah.
Well, I played the one for the Genesis and shit, but I've never played the one for the PS1. So that was cool. So you definitely looking forward to my arm healing and able to play this game soon. Hopefully even later.
Yeah, for sure. Other than the Hooters Racing, which is just the pinnacle of my collection at this point, I picked up a couple of Wheel of Fortune games.
No.
I did. You know what?
You did.
Okay,
You did.
here's how it went down. We're looking at games, and Stephanie pulls out Wheel of Fortune on PS1 and goes, "Oh, I love this game."
I didn't say that. I did not say. I said I like Wheel of Fortune.
She said she loves it. No, I didn't. And what happened was I looked at it and I go, I don't even think I own Wheel of Fortune. I don't think on any of my consoles I have Wheel of Fortune. So I bought it on PS1 and on Super Nintendo to round it out. So I picked up those two. There's Hooters Road Trip.
Those in Family Feud is always a fun one too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Family
picked that up.
See, she's on it. Picked up Cyberspeed on PS1 long box. John, big shout out to you, buddy. He brought that over and was like, "Hey, have you seen this?" And I'm like, "I don't think so. Looks pretty cool. Almost looks like a F-Zero kind of Extreme G ripoff. It's only one player. You know those old school games." And a game that I wanted to bring up for you, Metal Jesus. I know you like Descent a whole bunch.
Yes.
And I've played a lot in the PC. Now they got a port on PS1. I think they got a port on Saturn even, I believe. But this one I found, I've never seen this before. Have you ever seen on PlayStation 1 Descent Maximum?
So it's an actual Descent game.
It's a Descent game. It's called Descent Maximum.
No.
And it says on here that it's exclusively for the PlayStation game console.
Sounds pretty decent.
Oh boy.
Good stretch.
Love this guy. Listen, John, it was a stretch. Make sure to follow us, the All Gen Gamers podcast, on Facebook and Twitter. Subscribe to us on YouTube and in iTunes. And don't forget about those iTunes ratings, guys. We appreciate those. And for all other info, links, and our forum, please visit www.allgengamers.com.